Hey guys, what's up? Cardfight here, and today I'm here with a Salvus deck profile. This is obviously the G Aquaforce deck profile with the cards from the the clan booster, and it's a bit late, but might as well show you guys this first before I show you guys more of the cards from Moonlight Dragonfang. There's a bunch of cards from that set where I want to add stuff from the Fighters collection, so that's why it's taking a while. So for now, just stick with me with this deck profile. So first up, for the Star Vanguard, we're running the one from the trial deck. I think his name is Andre, and his skill is Generous Pick 1, counterblast 1, put this card into Soul, choose one of the rear guards, and until the end of the turn, it gets this new skill. Once per turn, when this card attacks at the end of the battle, when it attacks the Vanguard at the end of the battle, just stand this unit and it gets plus 2,000 power. So it kind of turns him into a Tidal Assault. But instead of minus in power, he gets power. But of course, it's only a once per turn thing. So, yeah. Alright, so for the grade 3s, we run 4 Salvus. Salvus, his skill is Journey Break 2. When this card attacks and it's the 4th or more battle during this turn, this card gets an extra critical, and your opponent cannot call grade 0s to the Guardian Circle. So it pretty much forces guard. But his own power is actually not that high, so it's not that great of a skill, but it still helps if you need it. Second skill, it's when a G unit strides on top of this card. During a turn, it gets a new skill. When a unit attacks a Vanguard and it's the 4th battle or more of that turn, then you choose 3 of your opponent's rear guards, and your opponent chooses one and retires it. So you don't need to attack with him for the 4th battle. You just need to have a 4th battle with anything, attacking a Vanguard, and then you can choose something to kill. So yeah, keep that in mind. There's some people that can get confused, but yeah. Next, we're running 3 Kairos. Kairos is apparently my new husbando. Well, anyway. The skill is Generous Pick 1. All your units in the front row get the resist. And when this card's placed on the Vanguard circle, the second skill is when this card's placed on the Vanguard circle, choose one of your units, and on the end of turn it gets wave 3 or more. When this card attacks the Vanguard, look at the top 5 cards of your deck and then search for one grade 3 or greater from among them, and then reveal it to your opponent and then put it to your hand. So basically, if you ride him, you can choose a unit and turn it into a card that searches for grade 3 in case you don't have Salvus. So his skill is, it's not great, but it's a sort of a good backup Vanguard. I'm only running 3 because I am maxing Stride Enablers in this deck, so running 3 is fine. You don't actually need to max it out, but yeah. Oops, that is not what I want to show you guys first. Grade 2s. Grade 2s first. So, grade 2s, we're running 3 Magnum Assault. Magnum Assault, skill is counterblast 1 when this card attacks. At the end of the battle, when this card's boosted, you may pay the cost. If you do, stand this unit and it gets plus 2,000 power. Very strong card. You can max this card if you want. 3 is fine for me, but yeah, again, you can max it if you want. Yeah, you can bump 1 Magnum Assault away for this. So this card's skill is Generous Pick 1, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. When this card's placed on a rear guard circle, if you have a Salvus Vanguard grade 3 above, you can get a new skill. This card gets plus 2,000 power and a new skill. When this card attacks a Vanguard at the end of the battle, stand this unit. The reason why I'm running 3 of this and 3 of Salvus is the Salvus requires boost, and this card does not require boost. But this card can only be used on the turn it's summoned, so on the turn it's called. So you're probably going to intercept her away next turn. But she does make some pretty interesting plays, so it's one of the reasons why I like her. You can put a Stacia behind her, and it's still a perfectly good column. While if you put Stacia behind Magnum Assault, it's not as great of a column, but you can make do with what you have. So yeah, 3/3. Just a personal preference. Next, we're running 2 High Tide Sniper. This card is a very good finisher. When this card attacks, if you Soul Blast 1, if it's the 3rd battle or more during that turn, you can pay the cost, and this card gets plus 10,000 power. So obviously, it's a very strong card. It also combos very well with the starting Vanguard. So it's a very deadly card, but running more than 2, you can run 3, I guess, but it's really up to you. I like it at 2. So yeah. And then next, we're running for Tidal Assault. Tidal Assault is when this card attacks a Vanguard, if you're Aqua Force Vanguard, you can stand this unit, and then it gets minus 5,000 power. So it's once per turn, as the old effect does not say it's once per turn, but it says this effect cannot be used again until your next turn. So yeah, Tidal Assault is good because it's very deadly in Lambros plays. Yeah. I like having a free dude instead of a guy that requires kind of last one, but each to his own. Yeah. Alright, next, let's get on with the grade 1s. So, we're running the new bird, the bird dude, from the clan booster. His name is Dispatch Mission Seagull Soldier. So his skill is General 1, wave 4 or more. When this card boosts, at the end of the battle, return this card to your hand. So you can reuse his second effect. His second effect is Soul Blast 1. When this card is placed on a rearguard circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your units, and it gets plus 3,000 power. So you can combo this with a lot of cards. You can combo it with Lambros, not Lambros, with Tidal Assault, so that it can attack for 11k by himself first. You can combo it with Stacia, so that Stacia can attack the Vanguard by herself. She's just a very strong card overall. So next, we're running 3 Stacia. You can run less of this if you want, but more of this, I mean. But yeah, 3 is good. There's a lot of cards that help you get extra attacks in this deck, so it's not really a problem. And for Stride Enablers, we're running 4 Kelpies. Striding is pretty important in this deck, so you want to be able to do it. But in the events that you don't, yeah, it's fine. It rarely happens because you're running pretty much you're running 11 fodders. I mean 10 fodders because you have a Vanguard. There's a lot of people that complain about my deck profiles about not having 8 grade 3s. I really don't see a point in running 8 grade 3s if your other grade 3 is not going to be very useful. So running 7 is good if you have Stride Enablers. So that's what I experienced from playtesting. A lot of times you're going to have a lot of dead grade 3s in hand that aren't much use if you're not going to Stride. So instead of having a dead grade 3 with 0 shield value, we have a grade 1 with 5k shield value. So yeah, that's just my own personal preference. If it's a good grade 3, then I'm definitely going to run 4 of each, but since Kairos isn't amazing, 3 is definitely enough. Yeah, and then running 4 Perfect Guards. In this deck, you can run Perfect Guards or Perfect Guard Gs. It's really up to you. Running normal Perfect Guards because this deck doesn't actually use too much Counterblast. Magnum Assault, and this card is mainly the only thing that uses Counterblast. Also the Starting Vanguard. So normally you'll be fine not running any Counterblast. Not running Perfect Guard Gs because because all your strides don't really cost Counterblast either. Right. So for the triggers, we're running 4 of the Unflip Crit. And we also have this if you really need it. And we have 4 of the Salvus Crit. So that's the crits. Draw triggers running the Margot clone. Again, it combos with Stacia and Magnum Assault, so good to use. And running the heal trigger from the trial deck. Trial deck 1. Very old. Alright, so let's get on with the G-Zone. Alright, so for G-Zone, we're running 1 Aeroshell. This guy also uses Counterblast, but you might use him or you might not use him. If you're not going to use him, you're going to use High Tide Tidal Bore Dragon. Aeroshell skill is wave 3 or more when this card attacks. Counterblast 1. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. So gets rid of pesky cards at the cost of Counterblast 1. And this guy skill is Counterblast. When this card attacks, hits, and it's the 3rd battle or more during that turn, draw a card and choose a card from your hand and call it to a rear guard circle. You don't have to use the call effect, but you can if you want to. If you drive check into something good, then you might want to call it out and smack your opponent's face. Next, we're running 2 of the Grade 4 Salvus. Skill is once per turn. You can G Persona Flip. Choose one of your rear guards, and it gets plus 5,000 power, and a new skill. Rear guard circle. It can attack from this card can attack from the back row, so applies to grade 1s. Or I mean, yeah, you can apply it on grade 2 if you want, but yeah. Second skill that it gets is Generous Break 3, 4th wave or more. When a unit attacks a Vanguard, and it's the 4th battle or more that turn, choose 3 of your opponent's rear guards, and your opponent chooses 1 and retires it. Basically, it's the second skill he gets is just Salvus, but applied to a rear guard. So if you break right that turn, or stride break that turn, then you can choose 6 of your opponent's rear guards, and your opponent chooses 2 of them and retires it. Or but you're probably going to choose 3. Your opponent picks 1 and retires it, and if he only has, you pick another 3, and your opponent takes 2, picks another 1 and retires it. So it's actually pretty good. Yeah. And then of course we're running 4 Lambroke, whatever you want to call it. Skill is G Persona Flip. When this card attacks, if it's the 4th battle or more that turn, you can pay the cost. If you do, choose 2 of your rear guards and stand them. If you have 2 or more face-up cards in your G-Zone, then those stand units gets plus 10,000 power. So obviously, this guy is going to be your finisher. Salvus is mainly there to help you get rid of stuff, or if your opponent doesn't really have high damage, you can use him to sort of control your opponent's field and dish a bit more damage. A lot of times, though, you're probably going to use Salvus to do that anyway, because Salvus is also very good at, not Salvus, Lambros is also very good at pushing damage. And then your second Salvus is probably going to kill him. But Salvus is an eye card. He's a pretty interesting card to use. There's a lot of situations that he can really help you out, but yeah, a lot of times if you want to go for a game, you're probably going to go for Lambros. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this deck profile. Thank you for watching, guys. Sorry for not having posted a video in a long time. I've been very busy. If you've been following me on Instagram and whatnot, then you guys know that I've been doing projects and stuff and filming and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this deck profile. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.